Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile, Atlas of Worlds. We're gonna run another proper map today, and it's gonna be the factory. We happened to find one rare already, so let's identify it and see what we're gonna do today. Lightning resistance mobs, double boss. Hey, we had that last time as well. Nice. Ooh, when slaying enemies close together can attract monsters from beyond, and monsters take less damage from crits. I approve of this map. I strongly approve of this map. Also, because Zana is now a tier 6, we have unlocked Perendus League, which is also interesting. But we're just gonna run the first set of maps the way they are, and later on we're just gonna spice things up a little bit by applying some modifiers to things. So, let's see.
Repetition, convention, duplication, creation distilled to perfection.
Thank you, Shaper, for reading out essentially the flavor text of the map, which is it's a nice touch. It does add more stuff. This all looks like Malachi's workshop thingamajigs. So honestly, I have no idea what they do, so I'm just gonna call them thingamajigs. Also has a bit of a warehouse look to it. Warehouse factory. Well, no, they do a decent job of conveying flavor here. Right, so this seems to lead onwards. Let's see how the structure of the map is. The fuse orb. See if this keeps going or if there is an end to it recently soon. Because it could be that this just keeps going on and on and on forever. Well, until we get to the boss, that is. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll backtrack a little bit and just explore some of the earlier side rooms. And the moment I say that, we actually encounter the end of this room. Okay. Is there anything beyond? Doesn't appear to be the way. Okay. So, wait, there was lootables. Let's see, and this is as far back as we go. Okay. It's always the interesting bit of running new places. You always have to discover how things connect, how the map is laid out. And we're gonna be repeating this quite a bit of time. And no, my standard approach is going to be to take a bit of a methodical approach to exploring and just to see if I can figure out what the structure is of the map. So it just becomes easier to do a full clear, basically. And I'll just be theorizing out loud of how I think things will work, and then we will encounter more of the map, and that's basically gonna be a continuous test of my working theory of how the map works. So this might be leading onwards. Let's backtrack a little bit and see what this room here is all about. Connected there again to the maps up to the rooms over there. I do like the choice of music here. It really does make it feel atmospheric. Is there a way through here? Yeah. Okay. So this just leads back to the hallway. Her mask, you seem to find it everywhere in the maps. Okay, now that we have skirted around the edges, let's explore what's in the middle here. Is this something special or not? Heralds of the Obelisk. That's always one of my least favorite mods. Luckily there were only 4 of them, so it was rather easy to do it. Another her mask. Okay, so doesn't appear to be anything special with this. It's just a pretty big ornament. Again, no, conveying the flavor of the factory. They did a pretty good choice with that. That's originally the device that the sign was found in. Not quite sure what's her relationship to that machine. That has been quite too long since I unlocked the Scion. As such, I never really explored the lore of that anymore. It's actually been a very long time since I played a Scion as well. So, not entirely sure what the deal is there. Okay. Hey, we have a Torah over there, and this just leads onwards. So it does appear like the map is just a sequence of large rooms that are interconnected, maybe with some paths between. And there are multiple rooms adjacent to each other, so doing a full clear seems to be involving just running around the entire map. So let's backtrack a bit again. Oh, nice. Torah dungeon is here. Torah is just slightly ahead. Ooh, we summoned the first thing from the void. Also, they cursed us. Let's not take that. Let's clear the curses.
Over here, Exile.
Hello there. First we clear the room, then we speak. That's how we do it. Okay, clear enough. Okay, picked up another quest. Currently I've got Torah at level 5 in my hideout because I hardly ever play Rangers, so in the old system Torah seemed the least relevant master to have in my hideout. Now that we have multiple hideouts, all the masters in the hideout, I can actually level her, so it's nice that we found her. Because I've got the most to gain for her. We got a spawn of Satosh, not Satosh himself, but something resembling it. And still double check. And this actually leads. Does this lead further, or is this just the final room? So they killed my golem. Let's see, increased accuracy and crit chance for mobs. Sure. Oh, and there is a room over there. So, seems like we found the boss room already. There's a lot remaining still. That's also given that this map doesn't really seem to have a favorable layout, we might actually just do it and then continue the clear afterwards. So far the layout of the map, well, I like the atmosphere, but the flow of the map seems weird. It seems like this is gonna be one that has a rather large amount of backtracking, which of course nobody really likes. Let's see, we picked up something white. Yeah, that one. We don't want it. Right, so, and this is the endpoint. That's good. And yellow. Okay. So let's do ourselves a boss, see what it's all about. Who is it gonna be? Or is this just this will be a boss. Let's just slide up there. It's gonna be leading a factory. Would be interesting if all of a sudden we had a Malachi here. Hello. Welcome to my factory. Cyan device, interesting. Mother Via. Oh god. She clones herself. Oh no, wait, we had a dual boss. That's a map modifier. I keep forgetting those map modifiers that we have in double bosses. Okay, so they killed the golem. And Frostbolt Vortex. This is an interesting combo. Given that I've played this with my character previously. Having two of them definitely makes it interesting since it's hard to dodge. And I'm a melee after all, so I really do need to get in closely. Okay. All they do is cast, they don't actually attack, but we did get them down. So they do seem a bit easy to deal with. If you can sustain the damage they put out, it's all gonna be okay. That's the only downside, of course, is that you are slowed down. I mean, you're permanently under the effect of being chilled. But other than that, this is a reasonably tankable boss, at least for our current build. We get a jungle valley map from her. Still 50 mobs remaining, so we will continue. We have a Torah mission to do, and we still have the rest of the map to clear. But so far, not one of my my favorites. But I do want to clear everything. There are recipes, vendor recipes that you can use to get yourself a map reset point. You can actually just undo the completion of a map if you really hate something. But it's gonna be pretty prohibitively expensive. So, that for now. So you can still take maps you don't like, and you can trade in 3 for one of the next tier. So no, it's not the end of the world. It's just less efficient than not finding them at all in the first place, or finding a better map of the same tier. Because you are trading 3 maps for one, while normally you might have run the maps. But there's a lot of spiders here. Is the Beyond modifier active here? Oh no, it's not. Oh, that's a shame. This would have been hilarious with a Risen, with the Beyond modifier. Because there would have been demons. That I can guarantee you. If we don't get demons here, then let's look for demons upstairs. In the factory itself. So the boss was surprisingly doable. It seems like a boss that's probably going to be pretty easy to farm, since it's pretty easy to kill. All you have to do is find it, but given that there's large rooms, navigation seems reasonably straightforward as well. That's the upside. So this sprawls over to the side there, and this sprawls to the side down there. We're gonna check the downside first, because it could be that this is a dead end of sorts. Because at some point the map has to hit an end in this direction. A lot of things in the room over there to the right. Let's actually use this, see if we can conjure something. No. Okay, you guys, get over here. Pretty please, yeah. Good. Okay, can you also get over here? We already got some corpses lined up. Excellent. Sacrifice you to the demons. Yeah, man. Excellent. Well, you as well. Okay. They don't want to play ball. That's too bad. We got another factory from the factory. And indeed, this is the end. So now most of the time maps they fit on a square of sorts on the entire outline. So at some point you're gonna hit the extremities. So you can use that to gauge if something is gonna be going on forever or not. Especially since this didn't appear to be a map that was just gonna be narrow and long, but more like a traditional squarish map. That seemed like a reasonable guess. Ooh, lots of stuff downstairs. That's good. Okay. And again, no beyond humans. I must say, I'm slightly disappointed. I would want to face off against the Beyond Demons again. It was really nice when we last had it. There we had the luck of running into two Beyond Demons, just one after the other, more or less in the same room. And that was a really nice set of fights. Here, monsters don't really seem to play ball. Okay, Fist Reflect. So far we're dealing with it pretty darn well. Okay. Still more than 50 mobs remaining, so there is a good chance that there are more rooms. Oh, this is it. There's a ghost and it needs to head to the center. Aurora cultist. Oh, if you don't see a rare, might as well kill it so you can get at least a little bit of a reward from here. Ah, nice. Ooh, there's a shrine over there. So let's be the center of attention here, shall we? Replenishing shrine. Again. Well, this was a slaying enemies close together can attract monsters from beyond. This feels a bit like Beyond Light. Or it might be the fact that we explode a lot of corpses. Might be. Anyway, it's too bad. So I think we cleared most of the map. No, there's 10 mobs remaining, but I don't see anything obviously that we skipped. So let's call it here then. Also means we did kill the bosses, so we unlocked the next piece of the puzzle. So that's gonna be over here. The factory has two adjacent maps. One is the cavern, and the other one is the channel. I know I have square maps, square versions of the channel map. Oh, Acid Lakes is over here. And it dropped a bit and a channel. Wait. Did we already get a channel? Yes, from the Acid Lakes we got a channel, so we actually have that. That is good, that is good. So we gained yet another factory. So, especially early on, your mapping pool is gonna consist mostly of the maps that you've already played, so you can rerun them and things like that. And over time you will get more diversity. So, moving inwards seems interesting on the other hand. So we over here, then you got a waste pool there. So it doesn't really matter which way you go. So we can explore a little bit, do a tier 3 and then maybe another tier 3, and then we find some more tier 4s and slowly just unlock things. So we'll see what we run next time, but at least we unlocked yet another map. So for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time when we play the next map. Bye bye.